Morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're listening to this. It is I, your host, who does the most. No, I'm doing that part again. It is I, Brother Tay. It is just me. Welcome back to the Excuse Me Brother podcast. As I said earlier, it is just me tonight. I am recording this in the nighttime. It is, unfortunately, due to unfortunate circumstances going on in anyone's personal life, producer Jay is not able to make it. Brother Jay is not able to make it. So I am flying solo. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it is not going well. Not going well at all. I'm used to talking to myself when I used to do streams. When I used to stream by myself. I don't think I ever said it, but that was a thing. Before I started doing podcasts, I had a Twitch channel that I do with my friend. That's on his stuff. We call it the Ace Shadows. I'm the Joker. It's probably not anything else. If you see everything else on Instagram or anything else, that's why my name is Joker and stuff. But before we were doing it, there used to be a time where he would stream one day by himself, and I would stream one day by myself. Now the streams would go about maybe 2 hours of just me talking to myself, and it was easier then. Because I could play video games and I was distracted and I could do stuff. Now this time it's very different because you don't have much to do when you talk podcast. You kind of just gotta talk to yourself. It's really difficult, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna do it because I believe in myself, as you should believe in yourself, and that's what's important. Now, I'm gonna give you part of what today's episode is going to be. I had a few ideas. There's not a lot of stuff I can talk alone for about an hour, just ranting. I don't even know if you can call this episode a rant. No, maybe it should be. Maybe it could be a rant. If it's like. But yeah, there's not a lot of subjects I can talk about by myself for an hour straight. Mostly sports stuff, because I was just born and raised around sports. So maybe I can talk sports, but this one I want to talk about something different. If you listen to our podcast, or you listen to the earlier editions to our podcast, me and Jay did an episode where we talked about boundaries for men. Like men boundaries, how some people, it's hard to set some boundaries for men because if you set up boundaries, some people are going to accept it. Some people are going to insult you for it. They call you soft, they call you, I was going to say, I don't think I can say that, but it's a podcast and I said worse things. I've cursed several times on this show, actually, so it doesn't matter. They call you pussy, which is kind of dumb. I feel like they should just call you dick, because pussy is stronger than dick. Never mind. That's a different tangent for another time. But yeah, they'll insult you, they'll call you soft, they'll call you pussy, they'll ignore you, they'll make fun of you for setting that boundary for yourself, even though, as a person, you should always know yourself the most. So for you to set that boundary means that, someone had pushed it before, and you're like, okay, I know myself. I know if this gets pushed this way, I know the way I'm going to react, and it's not going to be healthy, or it's not going to be good for anyone in the situation. So this is the boundary I'm willing to set. I can't remember, that was it was one of the first few episodes that we did. I really enjoyed talking about it. We talked about setting boundaries for friends, setting boundaries for work. But one thing that I wish we got more into was that when you're in a relationship, or if you're talking to your whatever sex, gender, whatever you're attracted to, whether it's multiple people, one person, anything I wish we would talk more about that. Because when you're setting boundaries as a guy, that kind of gets ignored especially if you're a straight man and you're just mostly attracted to women, or you're straight or bi, mostly attracted towards women. Normally when you set a certain boundary in your relationship, that boundary normally gets ignored, or it's really made fun of. And the reason I really want to talk about it tonight, as already said, I already messed up and said that I'm recording this at the nighttime, was that I've seen a lot of videos on my TikTok For You page, on my Instagram timeline, that there's a lot of videos about guys just getting insulted, or technically just, there are women saying that they would rape a guy, in a sense. And I'll get to that one in a minute. The insult part I want to stick to first, because this guy was talking on a podcast. He had mentioned on a podcast that, and during the week, because I don't know, whenever the episode that was recorded during that week, a woman had insulted him, called him names, and called him gay. He's a straight man. And the reason she said this to him was because she had sent him nude pictures and videos of herself masturbating. I wonder if that's going to get us in trouble on SEC. Nah, screw it. At this point, I'm in trouble. If he was in trouble for SEC, I'd have got in trouble for cursing 3 episodes ago. Or whatever episodes I was on. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so she sent all of these, to go back, she sent all of these nude pictures, these videos, and the guy just pretty much told her that he wasn't interested, told her to stop, all this other stuff, and just her initial reaction to it was that she insulted him, she called him gay, and all this stuff. So, I want to talk about that because, as a guy, it kind of it's really kind of sucky that you can't really have your purposes, or you can't say no to an invite to have sex, or invite to a relationship, technically, without the person insulting you like this, or just trying to tear you down in a way. I don't know of anyone. There's a song when I think about this. It's by New Edition. It's called You're Not My Kind. I'm sure the title is much longer, but pretty much the guy just goes on the song New Edition. The lead singer talks about this whole time. This girl wants to date him, is attracted to him, and pretty much the whole thing is the guy is like, look, there's nothing wrong with you. You're very pretty. You are very nice to me. But we don't have the connection or the chemistry that I would want if I was going to date you. In fact, in the song, he even says, I've been in love before, so I know how it feels. And this is just not it. It's not for me, I can't do it. And it's like, he does that for 2 verses. The chorus is great. You should listen to the song, actually. But actually, in the middle of the song, his 2 friends literally start questioning him in the song. The song literally goes like, "Oh, I don't know what's wrong with that, brother. If that was me, I would date her. I'd be on top of her in a heartbeat." It's like, when you agree, and his other friend goes like, "Yeah, that brother's stripping." But do you see, that's a problem. A guy just can't just say, "No, I don't want to be with this person," because he gave a whole list of reasons. He gave a reason. He's like, "Look, I know what love is. I've been in it. I know what it feels like, and I don't want to waste my time trying to date you because you don't have the qualities I'm looking for to have a long-lasting relationship." Or I don't think he mentioned it, but he also could have just been that he just wasn't ready at the time. Maybe he had some personal things going on in his life, with his family, with his own friendships. And maybe he even got out of a relationship. He just wasn't really ready to go into one. And he sings a whole song. The song's 3 minutes long, and literally in the middle of his whole explanation, his friend is like, "No, you stupid. Go date that girl, because you have to." And that's the issue. I don't understand why. I wish it wasn't like that in society where you have to do it. Everyone has, you have your type, you have your preferences. It's nice if you can get your preferences, or you find someone that makes you feel that sort of connection. It's very nice to have that. But if you don't feel it with that person, and you tell this person, "No, I don't want to date you, I don't want to have sex with you," it kind of sucks that the natural reaction from your friends is that, oh, you must be crazy. And that the one expression is you're gay. Or just insults your manhood, just calls you not a man and all those stuff. But just, how are you, like, why would that be your, that's so rude. It's so rude that just because, like, I don't know, maybe it's a pride thing. It could be a pride thing. This would be a lot easier if there was, like, another, if I had someone with, like, a girl. I don't want, not one, none of the brothers. Producer Jay wouldn't be helpful on this. Brother Jay definitely would not be helpful on this, actually. Now that I thought about it. I don't know what that, no, he would not be at all, actually. Sorry to insult you. Apologies to you when you hear this episode, because I know you will. Because you two are the only two that listen to this, because I don't listen to this after it records. Shocker. But I don't, I wish to, I'm guessing that, like, when a girl, like, wants to date you or wants to have sex and you turn them down, like, not being in a relationship or anything like that, like, she just wants to have, like, a one-night stand with you, or, like, wants, or if you're at a party and she wants to kiss you or anything like that and you turn her down, like, most women would just insult you and call you gay, just off, there's no exception, there's like, oh, he must be gay. You turn me down. I'm guessing it has to be a pride thing, because normally the reaction is, oh, you must be this if you're turning me down. Like, I'm me. Like, why would you ever turn this down? And, like, this thing is just, it may not just be it. You're just not it. I'm sorry. You are not it for him. You may be the it girl for the guy next to him, or his best friend, or the person down the street, or even your old, even your guy friend that you might be having, that you might have friends with. You might be the it girl for them, but just not to that dude. And you don't gotta insult him and call him gay for it. Just that you're just not it. And then probably it's not very helpful that. It's helpful to you when your friends also swipe, but your friends are also going to, like, belittle him too. Like, not to his some girls actually do it to their guys, some guys' faces, but they'll do it in group chats where they just belittle people and be like, "Oh yeah, he must," just confirming. So she's like, "Oh, so I'm turning you down with the gay," because it's nice because your friends are going to support you, and it's nice. It's nice to have your friends support you, but it doesn't mean that the dude is gay. As a side tangent, if you get rejected, let's not bring in someone else's sexuality into this. Like, we all have, like, we don't have to bring the gay community into this if they're not gay. And then, like, that leads to another whole thing, because that could just lead to him in trouble. You'd be like, oh, you're gay, and the guy's like, I'm not gay. It's like, wow, you got something wrong? And then that leads to, like, oh, you got something against the gay people? What's wrong? You homophobic? And it's just, no. That's a side tangent. Sorry, I just thought about that just now. But no, there's no reason to bring that into it. And then, so now that I went into a little bit of a tirade about that, the second video, there's another video, what I mentioned that some girls, now some of these girls, y'all are predators. At least the girls in the video I saw are straight predators. So the video is that this guy goes around, this is the synopsis of the video, the guy is going around the street asking women, what would you do if your partner, they're straight, like, what would you do if the guy you're dating, like, you're initiating, you're trying to have sex with him that day, and they tell you no. A lot of girls have just pretty much said no, like, that, he's not allowed to say no, no's not in his vocabulary. One girl's like, and so a lot of them was like, oh, I'm just gonna take it. Nah, that's rape. You are a straight predator. There's no way around it. There's no beat around the bush. You are strictly a predator. You just raped the dude. It's not okay. Nothing about that is okay. There's even saying it for a video that's gonna be on social media. They showed their faces. They're all proud of it. Oh my god, actually, I just thought about that. What I thought about actually watching the video, I remember reading in the comments. A lot of the women who were reading the comments was like, yeah, he don't gotta, like, yeah, he's not allowed to say no. If I want it, I'ma take it. It's just, like, there's a problem with that, an extreme problem. Maybe is it fully? Maybe is it a full pride thing now that I think about it? I'm going on a mean tangent, and I know it, and we're not going back for a minute. Is it a pride thing that you like? Why in your mind would make you be like, okay, he said no. This is someone you're supposed to. This is someone you're in a relationship with. Like you're supposed to respect them in a sense. Like they're another someone's opinion you're supposed to value. The same way that you would want, like the same way that you would want, if he was trying to have sex with you and make advances towards you, and you said no, you would want him to respect your decision and your boundaries. Be like, oh, she said no tonight. Okay, I guess I'll just roll over it. Like if we're in the bed, they're like, oh, she said no tonight. Okay, I'll just roll over it, go to sleep. I guess like I'm not gonna push it any further. Or like if it's the middle of the day, it's like, well, she said no. I guess I'll go back. I guess I'll go like play video games. I'll watch TV. I'll cook. I'm hungry. I'll go out with my bros. Like, or I'll go out with my friends. Not the bros. It can be anybody. They can just go out with a friend just to continue with the day. That's what you would want if you're hanging out with if you're hanging out with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Even if your girlfriend, if she was making advances towards you and you told her no, you would want her to be like, oh, okay, I understand, and just like go about like the night or go about the day, like okay, like you just wasn't in the mood, or even if like you said no countless times, they'll be like, oh, is there something wrong? Like you want to talk about it? It's supposed to lead to communication, not just oh they said no, shit, you ain't saying no to me, and then just for no like. You wouldn't want that to happen to you, so why would you want to do that to your own? Why would you want to do that to the person you're dating? Someone that you share a bed with? That's not, it's extreme double standard. Maybe this episode should be about double standards, actually. I can do that later. Shh. Back, focus. But, you wouldn't want that. That is rape. There's no other way around it. You're just raping your partner, and you expect everyone's supposed to be okay with this. It's not. You're not supposed to be okay with that. No, we're gonna change it. This episode is gonna be about double standards, and that's why it's a full on double standard that it's very very recognizable, and I feel very bad. It's not happened to me. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know why I said that's mine. Yeah, the double standard that as a guy, as a guy, even as not even no, as a guy, if you told your partner hey, I'm not feeling it tonight. Today was a very long day. I just want to go to bed. I just want to take a nap, or I don't want no physical contact. I don't want to hug. None against you. You did nothing today. Today was really long. He might have had a rough day at work. He might have gotten into an argument with one of his best friends. And he could or it could just be a low day. He could just be sad. A possibility. Some people just are sad some days. They have low days and they just don't want any physical contact. And they tell you this to trust you as a person, as their partner. And you're just like, okay. Drop and draws though. I didn't give you the option of saying you could say no to me. I came here for what I want. I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. That's pretty much it. You are all women are booty warriors when they get into relationships. Is what those women are. Let me not say all women. Apologies. That's a really bad general statement to make. That's really bad. But the girls in those videos, and it was a lot. There was maybe 15 of them. Girls in those videos are pretty much just booty warriors if their boyfriend or their girlfriend tells them no. And it's as soon as they're you try to rub on their back and try to initiate, and they're like, no, please no. And your mind just goes oh, so you chose the hard way today. That's okay. Because I'm not, but yeah, that's a extreme double. It's a very powerful. No, powerful is not the word at all for that. That is, it's not the word at all. It's an interesting. What would be the word for this? I'll come back. No, I won't. But this is not okay. It's a terrible power dynamic to have in a relationship. Oh, I guess powerful would have been the word then, huh? Who cares? But now it's just going on a tangent. Now I'm just gonna go on tangents. Double standards are so. I hate double standards as a person. Just personally, I hate all double standards. Maybe just as I'm speaking to it as a guy, and I don't know a lot of double standards. I don't know. I don't know if we ever did an episode. I had to go through the log. Maybe we should do an episode on. If we haven't done an episode on double standards, we probably should. Producer Jay's gonna listen because he's gonna edit this. Let me know when you hear this. Message me, be like, hey, let me know if we did an episode on double standards. Because we should definitely do an episode and get all the double standards together. Because I'm pretty sure we did. But better safe than sorry, right? But double standards, I don't know. Like, off the top of my head, I can't think of a lot. But I can't think of many. But there've been many double standards that benefit women, and that some benefit men, and harm, and it always harms one or the other once it benefits someone. I just don't. As a society, I think all double standards are kind of dumb. And it comes from the ideas of like sexuality. No, not sexuality. What the fuck? Sexism. That's the word I was looking for. A lot of double standards when it comes to genders are really based on sexism. Whether it hurts men or hurts women. Just in general. We talked about I know we went on a whole rant about like that when it comes to that. But another one like got into my mind recently. I don't know why I said recently, it just got into my mind right now. Was that the double standards when it comes to just expressing emotions. It's now it's becoming more common now. Like it's more praise that people want their girlfriends want their boyfriends now to get more expression. Some do, not all of them. I remember this podcast. I didn't watch it. Actually, I think I'm going to start watching this podcast. I think it's called Sticks and something. Sticks and Stones? No, not Sticks and Stones. I don't know. Something about sticks. It's about two British dudes talking. I have fun. Like they go through Reddit and stuff, but one of the they were going through Reddit. They're like, they were going through Reddit stories or comments, and comments or whatever was sent to them. One of the questions was like, when did you know your relationship was over? And a guy wrote, he's like, when he cried in front of his girlfriend, he knew the relationship was over. And the guys talk about that. They was like, as soon as the guys make a joke, it's not really a joke. Oh, technically it was a joke at the time. It was like, as soon as he cried, he was like, oh, the relationship is over. This is not a safe space for me. And that's the truth. That was the true thing. The guy, and he said that end thing. They broke up 4 days later. Like some girls don't mind their boyfriends crying. Some girls want to see their boyfriends cry. Some girls want to see their girlfriends cry. They have a tough outward expression all the time, just going through it. But but a lot of other people don't want to see that. They don't, or they want to wait longer into a relationship before this happens. But you can't control when someone feels these emotions. Like, what if you're dating someone and within 4 months and you're dating, their best friend or their parent dies? You want them not to cry in front of you because you only been dating for 4 months? Because, in your mind, in some people's mind, they're like, oh, you cried. That means, because that goes back to why not? Because that goes back to the double standard, especially for guys, that you have to be tough and provide and protect. So some people in their relationships that are dating guys, if they see their boyfriend cry, in their mind it's automatically like, oh, he can't provide and protect for me because he's going to cry. What sense does that make if you want his let's say, just offer it, his mother dies. Offer it. You're dating a guy, the mother dies. You don't want him to cry in front of you because his mother's died. He has to just accept that his mother is now dead and not cry in front of you. That's not a relationship you should ever be in. That's just personality wise. Fuck is personality wise? Just as a personal preference. more preference talk. if you as a person, if it's a girl or a guy, if you're dating a girl or you're dating a guy, if you're in a relationship and if you know that if you cry, this person's going to make fun of you or just not going to be able to look at you the same way, that's not a relationship you want to be in. You should probably leave. In fact, if you just heard this and it just hits you now, break up with them tonight. Fuck it. Leave. Get out the door. Run, man. Run. Alright. But yeah, that's a double standard. But that double standard, that's double standards of like, taking on the chin, or, I don't know which saying it is. Is it be a man? Or suck it up? Like, I don't, oh, that's definitely not it. Or is it? Is it? Something about, like, I think it's be a man. I think I could be so wrong. I also could be thinking about Mulan. The song is now in my head, yes. I don't know what that standard is, but yeah, like you're just like you're supposed to take it on the chin and it definitely should be a man, right? Be a man about it. Or like whatever the saying is, it just mostly applies to guys. That no matter what's going on, they have to like just take it on the chin and keep pushing like nothing happened. Like if you got shot, like if like you just got emotionally shot, you have to get up and go to work because you don't got time. There's no crying if you're a man. Oh, that does go back to one of our first episodes of boys don't cry. It's a double standard because like it's a terrible double standard because like if your girlfriend if your girlfriend at the time or you're dating a guy, how does that work? Honestly, I need to talk to more people who are gay. I need to find out about that. Sorry, that honestly just came into my mind now that I thought about it. However, I don't know how to phrase that now then, because now I'm stuck. Let's go back. Like for women, it's easy. Like with you, if something happens to you, you're supposed to like. It's more acceptable for you to show emotion. Like it's more acceptable for you to be like, oh my god, like just have a day to yourself where you can just cry it out. Work through it, like mourn about it, work through all your emotions for it, and then like take the day, take 2 days, take the week, whatever makes it easier for you to push through it. And then you can go, then you can like then move on. Like that's just, I don't think that's fair, but that's just a double standard that just hurts. That's a truly hurtful thing to men. Or just the idea, or as a guy, I'm mostly just thinking of things that can hurt guys. Honestly, because I am a guy. It's kind of just that's where my mindset goes, I guess. What was I talking about? Doesn't matter. Oh no, I remember. Just this double standard. So another double standard that actually just came to my mind. I don't know if this is really a double standard, though. See, this is why I can't do episodes by myself, because I just question everything, and now my head hurts. And I've only been talking, the best part is I've been talking for a long time. I'm not looking I have a timer set for me. Just to let you know, when I talk, whenever I just go on recordings by myself, I will speak the truth. Nothing but the truth in my head. Whether it's, the equivalent of, word diarrhea. So whatever comes to my mind, you're going to hear it. So if I get lost, you're going to be lost with me. We're going to go on this adventure together. We have no fucking map. Fuck map, anyway. Who needs a map anyway? We get lost together. That's how adventures are made. That's how friendships are formed and bonds are created forever and ever after you get shot. And yeah, I said it. You got shot. If I got shot, you got shot with me. Fuck that. We die together. What was I thinking? Fuck. I actually forgot. No, I really forgot this time. Fuck. It's about double standards. There's another double standard in my head that I can't think of right now. Because I want to be fair and think of double standards that hurt women. Oh, no, I got it. There's the double standard that women can't... Oh, actually, this actually goes back to personal. This is more a personal thing. I hate the double standard that, like, women can't... lift or do too many things that's physically exhausting, I guess would be the term. Not too sure if that'd be the correct term. But I think you got what I meant though when you're listening to this, listeners. I hate that double standard. That if something's like too heavy or it takes too much or is too much energy, that you can't trust, or is it too There's also the one where it's like it's too mentally tasking, like the whole thing. Like remember that's the whole thing. There's like women can't be part of the government because like it's too much stress and it's not smart enough. Some people, women can't be president. Oh, some people really believe that dumb shit. That's wild. But yeah, that double standard's also really dumb because like, why would you restrict someone like that? Especially someone who's worked out. So there are some things that are easier for men. I won't lie. So just physically speaking, there's like if you put like a professional trained person, like you put like us. A very good example, and it's actually for track and field, the sport that I love very greatly. They are now doing in this for the Olympics and the World Championships. They're now doing a mixed 400 relay race. So it's two guys, two girls, two men, two women. I don't know. The GG's just fucking me. 2 men, 2 women. They're all together on the same team. And they all have to do 1 lap in like relay. It's a 4-lap relay. It's 4x100. If you ever wonder why they do 4x400, that's why. It's 4 people doing 400 meters together. So if you ever were confused about that and looked at that, now you know. Also, if you were confused about that, I wish you the best of luck, honestly, with some other stuff in your life. But yeah, so this was, I think, I want to say 2018, because I think this is before the pandemic. So they introduced it on the world stage. I always remember this because it was, I don't remember a lot of the teams that were in it, but it was like, Poland had taken the lead. Because what they did was, a lot of the teams that are in the finals, because they do heats and finals, a lot of teams in the finals, their team was going to be, they start off with a man, hand off to a woman, hand off to another woman, and then ended off with a man. That was the thing. It was man, woman, woman, man. Poland went against it and decided they were going to do man, woman, man, woman. So they were, so instead of men, so just to follow it, everyone else in the field, there's 8 teams. All the other 7 teams, man, woman, woman, man. Poland, the only other team, man, woman, woman. So the race goes on, everything goes through, and Poland's actually a really good 400 team, 400 meter running country. Just more of just track and field knowledge. Sorry to share that with you. It's just in my head right now. Like I said, you're going to hear it. Mouth diarrhea. So they're in like third, and they're in third when they get to the second leg. So it's women versus women. In third place, the woman hands off to the man. The man takes off. Like he leaves the women that he's racing against. Like completely, like it's gone. He's not in first place. He has about, I want to say maybe 100, maybe 80 meter lead, if that math works out to you. Just think, for Americans, if you think about it in terms of football field, let's just say like the lead, they have a lead of, the guy is in the end zone. All the other women are on the 20-yard line on the other side. That's the best way I can describe it for Americans that do sports. So the other guy's on the end zone. Everyone else is at the 20 on the other side of the field. So when he hands off to the woman has to run the full 100, has to do her full lap, just holding on to the lead. And the team that won this was the American team. When the American woman gave it to the American guy, the American guy tracked down the Poland girl in about 4 seconds, maybe 4 to 5 seconds. They hit the turn, and like when they hit the first one of the first straightaways, the guy blew by her, and it shows on. If you want to look it up. It's like 2008 mix 4x 400 meter. The American guy like blew by her, and like won it by the margin that the other guy had for that girl. The American won it by that margin against her. And like the girl from Poland fell all the way back to like I think fifth or sixth. But like that's what I'm talking about. Like that's nothing you can do about that. That's genetically the girl just leg strive and everything. Like the guy was like 6'1", the girl was like 5'7". The height difference and the speed itself just makes a difference. But like but that's not saying that the girl is weaker than the guy. If the girl went against any other guy that was doing this, she would have smoked them out easily. Like trained professionals are trained professionals. It doesn't matter. Like if you're trained in anything, you're always gonna be. If you're an expert at any sport, anything that you do, the guy and the girl should do it. Should be able to do it. Not equally, because some are just better than others. Even some guys are better than other guys. That's why in every other sport you have better people. It has nothing to do with just they're all guys. Just some just better. They understand it. They understand it better. They're just genetically better for it. That's just the way it works. But I hate I hate the standard. I hate the standard that if the girl's lifting weights and the guy that's next to him is not lifting weights, if something heavy comes on, they give it to the guy automatically. She lifted weights too. She lifts weights. I'm sure she can handle the heavy thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like it should just be determined on what training goes. It's really dumb. Also, mentally, to go back to the thing that I thought was dumb earlier, because I'm just gonna run back to it. I don't know if everyone remembers this. I hope you do, but in the Daily Show with Trevor Noah before he leaves, because he's quitting the Daily Show. I don't know who's gonna be the new host, but that's not important right now. In 2016, when they did the election for Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, they had a segment where they would send like one of the comedians that works at the Daily Show. I think his name was Jordan. I don't want to be incorrect, but his name was Jordan. I know his first name was Jordan. Just not to be incorrect. His first name was Jordan. They would send him to Trump rallies in 2016. They actually still send him to Trump rallies now. I'm not gonna. I just remembered the name of the segment. The name of the segment is Jordan Fingers the Nation or something like that. Something like that. It's really funny to me. Now that I thought about it, but whatever. But in 2016, he would go to all these Trump rallies. I think he went to one in all the states. Iowa, Ohio, Texas, Florida, just all these Trump rallies in 2016 when he was going against Hillary Clinton. And the reason I bring this up was because Jordan, the comedian, he would do regular interviews. He would ask these people questions, and one of the questions he would ask the women is like, "Why won't you vote for a woman president? Is there something wrong with that?" And a lot of the women were like, "Oh, she's too emotional. Like, if another woman was in the White House, she's too emotional. She might start a war one day because she's on her period." You hear how, like, to hear other women say that is so fucking stupid and ridiculous to me. Like you know yourself. And you have friends who also are going on their period. Do they like try to attack people when they're on their period all the time? You wouldn't know you know what to do. And also, just as a speaking point, is so people know, just the president can just ask the nation, can they go to war? Just as a power balance, they can't really just declare war on someone and we just have to go to war. Something like, I don't know if I should go really old or I should go really recent, more recent. I'm gonna go really, really old because it just makes more sense. And when World War II was starting, when Japan bombed our harbor, Pearl Harbor, and it was like a full-on attack, the president didn't just say we're going to war. The president went on national TV. Well, it was just broadcast on national TV. He went to the Senate. And was like, with the attacks on us, can we go? Like, I'm asking the Senate to declare war on Japan, and I forgot if we were the Allies or the Axis. Oh fuck! It doesn't matter. When it happened, the president went to the Senate and asked them, could they declare war? Damn, that's really gonna bother me for the next week. Fuck. The president asked, could they declare war, and the Senate had to vote on it. It was a unanimous vote that they all said, yes, we're going to declare war on Japan and their part, and whoever they're allied with, which just happened to be Germany and Italy, if my memory serves me correct. It's been a minute since I thought about this. But that's what I'm talking. But just as, the reason I bring this up, so even if you did believe the nonsense that a woman president is on their period, they would start a war, we can just deny it. The Senate can just say no. There's no reason to go to war. We have checks and balances for these reasons. A lot of y'all don't really. But back to I don't understand how some people can just believe. I have some people that won't go to mechanics if the mechanic is a woman, because they just don't think they can handle it or they have as much knowledge about cars. There are women mechanics. There are women engineers. There are women who... It wasn't... Oh, fuck. What movie was that? I don't remember the movie. But there was the movie that made the women go to the moon. They did all the calculations to go to the moon. If they can build a rocket ship to go to the moon, you don't think they can fix a fucking engine? How dumb is this? Whatever. Long story short, this episode is just T's hate. Brother Tay's hate for double standards. Just fuck it. I hate all double standards. All double standards are dumb. They're not science. They're just all dumb. It's dumb. The double standard that all men are horny is dumb. It's fucking stupid. Because not all men are horny. All women are weak is fucking stupid. The standard that more women deserve belong in the kitchen is fucking dumb. I'm upset and now I cannot think straight. I'm supposed to go longer because I just looked at the timer, but this is as much as I don't want to go any further because I'm just going to keep going on tangents about me being upset. So I'm going to end it here and I'm going to send it to producer Jay to edit. Hopefully it comes out well. Hopefully he likes it. I hope he likes it. Like I said, mouth diarrhea is a thing for me. So I'm gonna end it off right here. I'm gonna do one thing. When you listen to this, I hope if you're happy, I hope you stay happy. I hope that if you're happy right now, I hope you're able to keep that emotion for the next few days or for the whole month going forward till past Christmas, because seasonal depression is a thing. Holidays are hard on people. Very stressed. So if you find yourself in a very good mood when you're listening to this, I hope you keep it, and I hope your day and your week and your month goes by perfectly with no problems. And if you do have a problem, I hope you're able to handle it. If you listen to this and you're sad, if you're sad, angry, just any other emotion, that's okay too. It's okay to feel those emotions. Those emotions are valid. And if you're really depressed and anything else, and you just need someone to talk to, your friends are there, your family's there. I'm here for you at this point. If you listen to it, I'm here for you. You can talk to me about anything. You can send it to us. It's okay to feel any emotion that you feel. You just if you're sad, you made it. You made it through your day, congratulations. I'm proud of you. If you don't hear it, just know that us at Excuse Me Brother Podcast are always proud of you and everything that you do. If you want to talk to us, you can email us at excusemebrotherpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to listen to us, you want to talk to us, keep talking to us on Instagram. Hit us up on excuse_me_brother with an A, not an ER. No hard ERs here, mostly. No, mostly. I can say that. If you're listening to this, you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and comment. We do read those comments. Just appreciate it. If you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Google, and anything else, if it has a subscribe or follow option, please follow us or subscribe to us. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening to me rant for about 45 minutes. I don't know if it's 45 minutes, I'm guessing. I've been talking for a very long time to myself. I'm tired. The way it is. Peace, love, happiness. Guns always. Looky with the icky. Good night. Deuces.